All episodes of The Way We Haunt Now deal thematically with death and dying. Many contain mild horror elements. This episode contains discussion of the pandemic and deaths related to and caused by COVID-19. Take care, listeners. Oh, and also, this episode, and therefore season, ends on a cliffhanger. Keep listening after the credits for a sneak peek of what some of our characters will be up to in Season 3.
Are those more text messages?
Yes.
They're for me, aren't they?
You don't have to read them or respond, Frankie. It's just that everyone's worried about you, and they all have an opinion on what you should do, and...
And they want you to share those opinions with me.
Yeah. But I'm very comfortable ignoring text messages. It's practically a superpower.
I see. And that doesn't upset the social balance?
I mean, not really. We're a lot less formal about communication these days. Anyway, I want you to know that I support your decision, whatever you decide. And if you decide to stay, I'm going to stay too. I've already applied for a transfer to the university here, and I could take over Eulalie's lease, and you and I...
And what if I don't stay?
Oh. I don't know. I guess I just assumed you were leaning towards, I don't know.
Great. Well, I need some time to think about this. Alone.
Great job, Parker. Masterfully done. Enough with the messages already.
This is The Way We Haunt Now, Episode 20, The Decision.
Time for round 2.
And I am so thankful you organized orientations into groups. There are more ghosts every day.
Yes. Every day.
I'm sorry I said that. We'll concentrate on one task at a time, shall we?
Oh, I never thought I'd be so grateful for work to do. Speaking of which, what's on today's agenda?
We've covered traveling, so on to the rest of the basics, collecting supplies and...
Oh, I know that, You have an idea about something.
We have 2 big problems. Helping these ghosts get settled into a safe afterlife, and freeing Frankie.
Frankie? So you think, well, with all these new ghosts, but what about...
Someone in here could be the answer to our poltergeist problem. We just have to find the right one.
Mary, before we go ahead with it, though, I want to make sure they know exactly what they're getting into.
I understand what you're saying, but none of us know what we're getting into. It's never been tried before.
Still, promise me you'll do your best to explain as much as we can.
I can't explain all the dangers when we're trying something that hasn't been done before.
Miss Mary?
What? Oh, just Mary, Elena. How can I help you?
Everyone is here now.
Ah, okay. We might as well get this meeting started then. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to discuss haunting, finding your home.
So, tell me, Lena, have you considered what you'd like to wear to your sister's wedding?
I had this dress. I suppose I'll be wearing this hospital gown now, though.
Not necessarily. Let's talk.
Miss Lana, over here.
we've got a question.
It's just Lotta. No titles necessary.
Got it.
What can I help with?
We were wondering, how did you,
What my friend is trying to say is we love Asha, and we were wondering if there are other ghost pets?
And can we give them homes like you do? I mean, I'm more of a cat person, but I'd really love to give a spectral kitty a home.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Come with me.
Thanks again for heading to my grandma's with me. It's a relief just to know she's okay. I mean, not okay, but you know.
I know. And anytime.
I was thinking, maybe we could visit my dorm next?
Aaron, might I have a word?
Sure.
Privately.
Don't worry, man. I'll be right over here.
Thank you. Good. Now, Aaron, I have a proposal for you.
A proposal?
I heard you were in college just before.
Yeah?
And that got me wondering, what if I could help you get set up to haunt your classes in exchange for your assistance with a problem of mine?
Maybe, I guess.
Now wait just a second. Why does he need your help to haunt his classes? Seems to me all he's got to do is a bit of whoosh plunk, and voila. He's in a classroom haunting.
Well, yes, but...
But what? Seems to me you're more worried about your friend. Yes, I heard all about that business. Than you are the needs of this young man. Seems to me everyone's always talking about how great you are. But when it comes right down to it, you're always going to protect your own.
But your young friend here is fading. See it? Right around the edges there?
Fading?
Well, now that you mention it.
You're fading. Maybe because you didn't have enough unfinished business to tether you here indefinitely. Maybe because you've been resolving it with Henry. What I'm offering you is time to think about what you want. And if what you want is to stay, to find a way to make that happen. My friends and I will help you with that. And yes, I was hoping to help a friend of mine in the process. I'm only human. Or, well, only a ghost. Maybe it's wrong of me. Maybe I should have let the afterlife take its course. But I prefer to think that the calculated decision is also the most beneficial for everyone. It's elegant, really.
Aaron, do I need to warn you about making bargains with mysterious and powerful beings?
No, sir.
Just because she makes a good case, don't mean she has the only solution.
I know.
Okay, then.
And I want to hear what she has to say.
All right. It's a long story. Big and weird and complicated, you might say. But I'll try to keep it brief.
I don't know what to do. Honestly, I should want to leave, shouldn't I? I'm here against my will. I was tricked into staying. I've only ever wanted my freedom. To travel, to have the sort of adventures I've only heard about second-hand from my brothers. And now, to see if any remnants of my family are left. I should want to leave. Part of me wants to leave, but part of me... I found a sort of freedom here, haven't I? To become more myself. To explore ideas and art and music and poetry and television in a way I never could with Mama hovering over me. I found friends. Maybe some of them don't think that a sedimentary consciousness like an apartment can be a friend after it's entrapped your spirit. Maybe they're right. Maybe it can't, but... I don't know what to do. I should, but I don't. I don't. Why can't anything be simple? Cardea, what have we talked about? Right. And of course it seems simple to you. You've only ever wanted the same thing. Yes, well, we'll still be friends, whatever I decide. I promise. Under duress, if you recall. And if I do leave, it will be perfectly within the bounds of our contract. Even Mary couldn't find a clean way out after months of searching. Maybe I don't entirely want to leave because I don't want to get my hopes up that it will last.
So much grading.
Do you want to take a break?
But I really shouldn't. I need to give feedback on at least 5 more essays to stay on schedule.
We need to talk.
If this is about the other day, I know I owe you an apology. I disappeared and you were out half the night searching for me, and then I made bad decisions while sloppy drunk, and I've just been too ashamed to—
It's not about that. Well, it sort of is. You were missing, and it terrified me, Eulalie. It made me realize something.
Oh, yeah?
It made me realize that I want you here, with me. Well, not here. My residency is ending, and I got a really good job offer, and I'm going to take it, and I want you to come with me. Whew.
Oh. Where?
Missoula, Montana. I know it's a lot. It's too soon. I shouldn't have.
No, I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna need a bit of time to process. Is that okay?
Of course! Absolutely. I'd better get ready for my shift.
Eulalie?
Parker, she asked me to move with her to Montana.
Really? That's... Wow. What did you say?
I very awkwardly said I need some time to process.
Not the answer she was hoping for, obviously. But it's totally reasonable, Yuli. It's a huge decision. I mean, I can't even talk to you about maybe going back home with me without you rattling on about the life you're building here and needing space to be okay and not okay and...
Yeah, I get it. But this would be different. This would be a chance for a fresh start.
With a very cute doctor. So, you're gonna do it.
I don't know. You're here now, and I have friends.
One, you left me behind before, and no, that's not a guilt trip. It's a statement of fact. I'm a grown person, and you don't need to factor me into your major life decisions. Not much, anyway. And two, your friends here are all dead, sis.
That's not...
It is true, and you know it. Your entire social circle consists of ghosts.
Still, doesn't it seem too fast? We've only known each other for a few months.
Very intense months.
True. But I am factoring you in, whether you want me to or not. You moved here for me, and you haven't shown any signs of going back home. If I leave, are you going to go back? Parker?
I applied to transfer to the university here, and I've been meaning to ask about subleasing your place because...
You did what?
I got in!
Oh my god, sis! Congratulations! I'm so proud of you.
So, can I sublease your place?
Shouldn't you, I don't know, find some living roommates?
Well, I mean, I probably will, as long as they're cool with ghosts and talking apartments. It'll be like an exclusive, spooky sorority.
Fine, yes, you can sublease my place. I don't know I've been holding out the hope of moving back in there anyway.
Seriously? Oh, thank you!
Anything for my favorite sister.
Only sister.
Eulalie, I tried to get home early for that video call thing. Huh. Is she back there watching rom-coms?
Surprise!
Are you... Eulalie, are you wearing a map or am I hallucinating?
It is a map. And you should come closer because something's written on the other side.
What?
I said... You know what? Let me turn this down first. I said it is a map, and you should come closer and read it.
Oh. And, what does it say?
It says I got all twisted up in my own head, and I'm sorry. And it says I would follow you anywhere. And then I got carried away and mapped the route from here to Missoula, so it says that too.
Eulalie?
Yes?
You're really coming with me?
Yes.
You realize it's Montana, right?
Take the win, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take it, all right. Ooh. No. Ah, bad timing.
Oh, Mary's group discussion. You don't think we could just pretend we didn't notice they showed up?
Probably not.
Okay, fine. You ready?
Almost. Just let me... Oh, that's better. Just one more thing. You've got some wild hair. There.
Whew, okay. Let me... Wait. What? We're under a stay-at-home order because all the pneumonia you've been treating isn't only pneumonia?
I thought this might be coming.
But your new job.
We'll figure it out.
And quarantine? Do I need to move out? I don't want you to have to worry about me and everything else.
Hey, we'll figure it out. I promise. Now, let's let your ghost friends in before Mary decides to add to our list of problems.
Will you leave her alone? She has a right to make her own decisions.
She's not in her right mind to make her own decisions.
Parker, why are you making such a fuss about this? The whole goal of you moving in was to help us get Frankie out.
No, the whole goal was to help Frankie. And if this is what she wants, this is what she wants.
We're dealing with a poltergeist here, though, so that does make a difference.
No, Alicia's right.
We can't be sure we're even talking to Frankie. So, how are we supposed to know what she wants to support?
Although, aside from the rumbling and the general unpleasantness of this conversation, nobody in the apartment seems to be under duress at the moment.
I have a subleaser ready and waiting, but they won't wait forever. We can't ask them to wait forever. Frankie, it's now, or it might be never.
Oh, low blow, head ghost in charge.
Parker?
Eulalie?
Are we doing anyone any good by shouting about this, though? I mean, I'm all for rescuing innocent ghosts, and I know how dangerous poltergeists can be. But really, if she doesn't want to be rescued...
Enough. I am not under duress or suffering some sort of mind control. I am, and always have been, perfectly capable of making my own decisions. This spectacle, touching as it might have been if any of you had bothered to listen to me, has gone on long enough. I've made my decision.
This episode of The Way We Haunt Now was written by Courtney, Floyd, and Georgia Mckenzie, with sound design by Brad Colbroock and voice acting in order of appearance by
Eleanor Gray as Frankie,
Marnie Warner as Parker,
Becca Marcus as Lotta,
Kira Apple as Mary,
Maritza Rodriguez as Elena,
Danny Spiller as Aaron,
David S. Deere as Henry,
Allie Hilton,
Jeff Goldbitten,
Kirsty Wolven,
Megan Gwen Davis,
Natalie Hunter
as the apartment resident,
Courtney Floyd as Eulalie,
Jessica Winston as Alicia,
Arian Marchese as Assorted Ghosts,
Ivan Davino as Assorted Ghosts,
Georgia Mckenzie as Josie,
Tal Minear as Myrtle,
Lindsay Zanna as Danny,
Brad Colbroock as Cass Bromley,
Paul H.Rollins is Nick Castleweed.
So fill me in. We're not on the Eugene case anymore?
I mean, we're not on it.
We've got bigger spectral fish to fry.
This string of poltergeists?
Right.
And you're never gonna guess where.
Medford?
What? No, Portland.
Here. Right in our literal backyard.
Here.
And so far, we've identified at least 5 of them.
5?
It's entirely unprecedented. I'd say unnatural, but that's just the definition of supernatural things anyway. Still, it's almost like they're being produced. That's impossible, though, isn't it?
And that is a wrap for Season 2. Thank you so much for listening, sharing, interacting with us on social media, and contributing to our crowdfunding campaign. Speaking of which, did you know that you can still get your hands on some of the fabulous perks that we offered during our crowdfunding campaign? You can, because I opened crowdfunding back up in a sort of non-traditional way today. During our campaign last summer, we fell short of our goal, so we are still working to cover the costs of Season 2, and now planning forward for Season 3, which we're hoping to begin production on in a few months. So if you would like to help pay for Season 2, support Season 3, and get your hands on some cool stuff, here's how you do it. You can make a one-time contribution on our Ko-fi page to get a single perk or more, depending on what you choose. Or you can choose to make recurring contributions to our Pinecast tip jar that unlock extra audio content right here in your podcatcher. There are links for both in the show notes, so if you're interested in helping us keep haunting, please take a look at those. As always, Haunt responsibly.